Curry gets past, falls down, lost the ball. Thompson running the floor, and a foul. And Thompson grabs his left knee, now writhing in pain. Steph Curry slamming the...
Unfortunately, injuries like this happen all the time. Every year, thousands of athletes suffer injuries that could have been prevented. What if we could try to catch those problems before they happen? Hi everyone, we're Game Ready. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field by catching problems before they turn into injuries. What we do is simple. We provide one-on-one assessments using tools like force plates, strength testing using dynamometry, and video analysis to break down how an athlete moves and identify any weaknesses or imbalances that might be present and lead to injury risk down the road. Instead of waiting for someone to get hurt, we give athletes and coaches clear, objective data that they can use to train smarter, move better, and stay healthy.
Our movement assessments will include video analysis, which allows us to slow things down and pick apart any areas of a movement that we believe could be worked on. We will use objective measures tailored to each athlete's sport, such as hop testing, which assesses for lower extremity asymmetries during dynamic movement. We will utilize force plates during vertical jump testing to measure force production between the left and right sides, as well as make any observations on landing mechanics. And we will incorporate dynamometry to obtain objective strength measures for specific muscles.
These are just a few of the tests and measures that we will utilize here at Game Ready to help us to evaluate the athletic performance of our athletes and determine if there are any areas where they can improve.
So why use Game Ready? Well, most of the healthcare system, they focus on a reactive approach. You have an injury that happens and then you treat that injury to return to sport. Game Ready is different. We focus on that proactive approach, right? So we're focusing on what risk factors do you have to get that injury, right? So we want to minimize those risk factors to keep you out on the field longer, right? And performing at the best of your ability. So by using that proactive approach, we're able to identify what's going on and maybe how we can help you with these exercises to prevent you from getting from a season-ending injury. Right, so we use that advanced technology to identify those asymmetries and identify what things may need to be changed so that we can ultimately help you perform to the best of your abilities.
Ranging from youth sports to college athletics, there's been a growing demand for injury prevention and performance optimization. So we hope to market towards athletes in general and parents of athletes that are looking to keep their kids healthy. In order to do this, we plan to have a very large social media platform and also communicate with surrounding coaches, surrounding doctors, surrounding physical therapists that can help refer athletes to us and kind of start our business up.
My name is Sam Budnick, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and I have over 12 plus years of baseball experience and over 4 years of long distance running experience. That includes training for multiple half marathons and marathons and training others for PRs across the half and full marathon. I have a background in running analysis experience across 2 of my different clinical experiences.
My name is David King. I have various experience with athletes and their rehab protocols, and I have treated some Division I athletes at Brown University. But I have a specific background in baseball as I was a baseball player, and I've also coached baseball. And I've attended professional symposiums talking about baseball injuries and how to reduce those risks of injuries.
My name is Audie, and I've had a lot of experience with treating athletes in general through my experience at Connecticut Children's, where I also had experience with force plate testing, dynamometry strength testing, and also isokinetic and isometric strength testing. I also have a specific sports background in gymnastics, where I did the sport for 16 years, and I was also involved with coaching that sport as well.
My name is Brad Pramandan, and I have a background in track and field with experience competing in nearly all of the jumping, sprinting, and throwing events.
We're not just clinicians, we've lived the athlete experience, and we want to help you optimize your performance and decrease your injury risk. At Game Ready, we are seeking $20,000 to help launch our business. Game Ready is going to be a state-of-the-art clinic to assess movements for athletes across all different sports. That $20,000 is going to help us build out a clinic space and purchase the essential high-quality equipment. That's going to include portable force plates, handheld dynamometers for assessing strength, a treadmill, at least 3 high-speed video cameras, and then laptops and iPads with high-quality analysis software for looking back at the video and the movements.
Become part of the Game Ready culture, where we proactively help athletes achieve smarter, stronger, and faster athletic performances to maximize their potential.